All right. We got our first alert of the day. We flipped to a sell. So a lot going on this morning. Yesterday we were still fighting with this 840 level. We finally broke down through it just a little bit, and our algo has triggered a sell. So what I'm going to be looking for is a pullback to get into this trade. Start maximizing the short. On a 15-minute chart, we've had 3 candles in a row as they dumped off of 870 this morning, which is another level we fought with yesterday. For all we know, that could be high at day. And we got a nice couple good levels setting up here. Give me 1 second. And you can see the volume is thin in between the point of control here at 836 down to about 787. So this continues to break down. I want this to break down. We want to get below some of these levels and then start looking for a high probability pullback to get in on this trade. And as the chart is setting up, I kind of already see what my goals are. This here is going to be a key level as we push back down towards 800. 840 has been a line in the sand for about 2 days now, between 840 to 883. Sellers have been engaged. Yeah, down below we have a hornet's nest around 803. A lot of volume built up over the course of some weeks. So let's see. Ideally, I'm looking for a pop back towards point of control, somewhere in these areas to start getting short. Close to 840 to 870 as possible. I do scale into these trades. So if you're someone who uses one bullet, by one bullet I mean you get in with one short, one contract, or 10 contracts all at once. With our system, you want to give yourself a little bit of space. So I usually start looking for multiple areas where I can get an entry 1 or an entry 2 to better out my average. And then I'm looking to take advantage of the immediate drop or the immediate rise after the fall. In this signals case, I'll be looking for take profit on the immediate drop afterwards. So market's holding up at these key levels where they should be. We're underneath the point of control, underneath a lot of the volume that's been built up here. So ideally, I'm looking for a pop. Want to start getting short in here. I've not entered any trades. What we do is we have entry dots built here on the second time frame in the lower quadrant. So I'm waiting for this to go red up here, start to bounce up. It'll let us know that the market is rising. And when we start hitting certain levels, key levels where we want to get our entries in. Right now I have not started in short yet. I'm still waiting, but ideally I see some of these areas up here. I would love to see this thing pop up towards the point of control, 836, 840, maybe even up here to 857. And look to join the selling pressure that's been up here for the last few days. As you can see, we have a lot of volume built up here, so we can somehow get into a short, break these levels down. Not much volume to start fighting until we get around 803 area. And then sub 800 around 785-ish. All right, we're starting to get a little pop here. And we get one of our first entry dots. I'm going to start in here with a starter short. right, I'm gonna enter my first order now. I am in short with an 834 average, 833. And I am looking to scale into this short. We're starting to hit the point of control here. I have a starter on around 834. And my next ad will be around the 850s. Close up into this zone and this zone here. About 15, 20 points away from 835. And then ideally looking for a breakdown of point of control down into this level here, 820s, maybe an 815. And if we can catch this drop under 815 to 803, that'll be great. A lot of volume here. Looking for the sellers to re-engage, start pushing this thing down. Again, I am in at 834. Just below the point of control here at 835. I will not add to the scale until we get around the 850s. All right, immediate rejection off of the point of control here. Let's see if we can start putting some pressure on the low 820s. $840 has been strong for multiple days here, so I really want to see if we can break down this 820 level. I'll look to start taking some profit around 815. Roll my stops at under a break of 820. I'm still in just under the point of control. I'll look to scale if they pop back up over a point of control towards the 50s. But right now I'm fine with the first bullet entry. Depending on what your account size is, you have to determine what would be considered a bullet for you. If you want to go one contract, two contracts. Ideally, I try to get at least 2 on, 3 total, so that once we hit our first profit target, I can cover half or a third of my trade, and then let one go for a runner. Still fine with 840 in point of control. Again, I'm in just below point of control. I'll look to add around 850s, 855-ish area. Hopefully walk away with an average somewhere around the 840s, 845-ish, and then look for a breakdown here underneath the point of control in the 820s. If this trade doesn't work out and it flips to a buy, I cut it right away and I look to reset up for the continuation back the other way. Again, this month we're about an 80% win rate. You know, as I tell people, the goal is to maximize the times that we're right, and then the 20%, the 20 to 15 to 20% of the times where we may get chopped or whipsawed or whatever the case may be, you want to keep those losses minor when they do happen. But no system is 100%, but we are around 80% this month, 85%. And we're still working around 840 point of control. Still holding here. Looking forward to get down towards the 820s before I take a little bit of profit. I'm in around 834. I usually take profit once we're about 15 points in our favor, start to roll the stops towards break even, and then leave a runner on. Ideally, we get a breakdown to the 820 area and start pushing down towards our target of 803, which is where we have a hornet's nest. A hornet's nest is essentially a buildup of a lot of volume across multiple days or weeks even. And so they become strong levels where the market will look to react. The hornet's nest we have above is around 883. We hit that target yesterday, and right now we're between 883 and 803. So hopefully today, even in this signal, we get a breakdown of this 830, 840 area and start heading down towards the 803 hornet's nest. If you're here watching the stream on Twitch or on YouTube, be sure to click the link in the bio, join our live trading room, stay up to date with alerts in the community. If you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, you may be slightly delayed, but to ensure accuracy and to ensure you're getting everything live, hop into our Discord. We are streaming in our live trading room between 7:30 and 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time daily, whenever we get a signal, and we walk our members through what we're looking for and what targets we're looking to hit. Again, I'll have an ad waiting up around 855, 850, 855 area as I look to scale into this trade. Right now, we're still working with a point of control in 840. And I'll be back on once this market makes a move. see if they can break this and then start getting into this thin area here. Start pushing down towards 815. All right, I'm gonna take half profit here. As we start pushing towards 8, I'm up 15. A little over 15 points here. And here comes the pressure. If they break through this, we could see downside to 810, 803. All right, I took half profit here. All right, here's the breakdown towards 810. Roll your stops to break even, guys, if you haven't already. Look to start trailing this thing down. We do have a target at towards 803. It's thin in this area. We could just fall straight to it, but you don't want to give back too much profit, especially if you're trading on the prop firm with intraday trailing drawdown. You are responsible for the profit that you make that you do not take. So start to trail this thing down, put a buy stop in, and just continue to, you know, to kind of hide behind the market, give yourself a little bit of room. I think a safe hide right now is around 820, 822. And look to see if we can put some pressure on 803. 810 was the first target. I'm hiding around 815. I want to get at least 20 points out of this move. And I just got profit stopped. Second, I have multiple accounts going right now, so I'm trying to manage that one. The other one did not get profit stopped. And here's our 803 target. If you haven't taken profit, take a little off here, take some off here. Maybe we'll get a breakthrough 803 and further volume below. All right, that trade worked out pretty nice. For everyone that's following, we definitely hit our target down here at 803. The goal was to let it break down, catch a pull back towards this point of control, 840 area where things started to get a bit heavy. As you can see, we kind of bounced around for a bit, and then they picked a direction. Same direction as our Algo Alert. Got to break down that 820 area. Real thin volume here, under 830, 820s area, and we fell right down to our target towards 810 and 803. See, we had volume, a little bit of volume down here. You can't, if you're on a weekly volume, you can see there was a big shelf down here around 803, and we got a nice breakdown to it from the time that we entered this trade around 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:35ish to about 8:50. That was about a 15-minute trade. Show you my accounts on the side. Multiple accounts here, got into it, traded around here, ended a little over $500–600 on this trade. I have multiple accounts, so you want to, you know, stack up small wins, multiply your efforts here, work smarter, not harder. You can see we're stalling around 803 because there's a lot of weekly volume there. So take some profit. If you want to keep trailing this thing down, trail it down, but just know what you're dealing with. But the main targets have been hit, and here's the break under 803. If you guys are watching this on Twitch or on YouTube, be sure to click the link in our bio. Join our live Discord. I'm committed to trying to give you guys one trade a day inside YouTube and Twitch. For full access, be sure to join our Discord. We're free for the month of February. We're live every day, 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully you guys were able to catch that short in there and bank some profit and build your accounts. Take care. I'll see you all on Twitch.